I have a Trane XV80. The blower will not turn on in either the heat or cool mode. At present, calling for heat. The furnace lights and the inducer fan operates. I have tested the vent pressure switch. The ohm meter says it is an open circuit. The tube is not obstructed. When blowing into the vent pressure switch, I do not hear a clicking sound. I get a clicking sound when put suction on the line.
Hello, my name is XXXXX XXXXX. Will be my pleasure to assist you. Are you talking about the inducer motor or the main blower?
The main blower. It won't operate on command either in the auto or on mode at the thermostat, in either the heating or cooling modes.
Have you checked to see if the board is sending power to the blower? When in the on position of the thermostat, disconnect the blower wires from the board and check the terminals of the board to see if the board is sending power to the blower motor.
Stand by. Looking at furnace.
OK, check the terminals Sir N and the heat terminal.
On the fan motor, there is a black wire and a white wire that runs to the circuit board. They connect on the terminal board to posts marked circ. This is the same as Sir N.
Yes, these are the terminals, black and white wires.
To make sure I have the testing sequence correct, I disconnect these two wires. How do I test for power? I have a tester.
Put the meter on volts and check the terminals with the meter with the door switch pushed in.
Okay, I'm a little weak on tester operation. I place one lead on one post. What do I do with the other lead? Place it on the other post or find some ground.
The SIR terminal is the common, so you need to check the heat terminal where the black wire connects.
Also, do I disconnect the terminals before I command the furnace to the on position?
You can do it either way, connected or disconnected.
No clear on your earlier answer. I place one lead on the terminal where the black wire connects. Where do I place the other lead?
Where the white wire connects.
Okay. Don't want to short it out. I will do this test now. Stand by.
Okay.
Okay, I get 0 volts. BTW, the 5 amp fuse appears good, but I did not test it.
So the board is not sending power to the board.
At this point, the inducer fan is operating and the pilot light has lit the furnace.
Right, but the blower motor will not come on and the furnace will trip off on high limit from overheating.
The red LED is blinking continuously. I check the installation manual for the LED code. There is none for a continuously blinking light.
That is normal operation.
Good. Also, the blower will not operating in the cooling cycle. Board problem or possibly thermostat.
The board is the issue.
Wonderful. Sounds expensive. Is this within a moderately functional DI year's ability to change? I see you're typing. Am taking a short pause to turn off the furnace. Stand by.
It's not too expensive, probably $130 to $160. They are not too hard to change, just take a picture and label wire connections.
I'm back. I also want to rule out the vent pressure switch. Excellent idea about taking a picture. Where do I find the technicals for the circuit board so I can find the right part?
You can try hook in the wires to a cord to get some temporary heat till you get a board. You will have the blower running all the time if the cord is lugged in. You can try this site with the model number, http://www.myvicparts.com/store/index.php. The white and the black.
Interesting solution about getting an alternate power source. We have a wood pellet stove that we will run for the time being. The outside temps go up tomorrow. Thanks for the suggestion.
Okay, just don't like to see people without heat.
I also have a standalone gas furnace in the basement for emergencies.
That's great, glad to hear it.
Could you answer my previous question on ruling out the vent pressure switch?
If the furnace is firing up and running, then the vent pressure switch is working properly.
Thank you. I guess we're done. Any other suggestions?
Like I said, take pictures for reference when changing the board, and labeling wire connections will help keep you from getting confused. You are very welcome.
Okay then. Thank you for the help. Exiting. Have a great rest of the day. I'll be hunting for circuit boards. This is a follow-up to my question on March 13th. I did not test the circ fan power off the control board correctly. I had the test meter set to DC, not AC. There is power going to the fan. The end result is that the control board was replaced and tested fine. For other DIY suggestions, I tested the transformer. It was fine. At this stage, I have removed the fan. It is a variable speed model that needs a special tester to test out. My question, is there a point to testing the blower motor since I already replaced the control board? Should I simply replace the blower fan?
If you replace the board and the fan is still not coming on, I would suggest replacing the blower motor.
Heath, as a follow-up in conclusion to this, and for your professional information, the problem was with a thermistor internal to the fan motor control. This particular fan is variable speed. There's a motor and a control attachment. In the control module, a thermistor failed. Check this link out from your website that further explains the problem, http://www.justanswer.com/HVAC/7FWHM Trane 1580 no fan blowing burners working fine.html. Just so happens that my wife worked circuit boards when she was in the Navy. We bought the replacement SG379 thermistor for $12. She removed and soldered the new part into the board. This is far beyond normal DIY work. I appreciate the help you provided. It got me going in the right direction, narrowed my troubleshooting, and educated me on elementary electronics. The link from elsewhere on your website from another tech also helped. The weather was accommodating and the project was fun. Regards, Mike Hastings.
Thank you for the info. Glad you got it up and running fairly cheap.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert, now visit justanswer.com/YTHI.